half-hour
Oh,
meeting.
well, there we are.
It's been a long time meeting, but it's been so pleasurable. Rona, stop turning green with envy. It's funny, I was going to say you were sitting in a green tent, but no.
I think that Chris Housen is now ready to make the presentation for the best.
Don't you dare let it go without having to go. We're very pleased to welcome Tony and Jean Christie all the way from Bognor Regis. That's Tony's very beautiful 170 SV over here. Next one you'll know is Tony and Eileen Hawk from Swansea.
Got you.
Put it down, you beast.
Next, last year's champion, Robert Burrows, with his 350 SL.
Well done, Bob. Quiet, Amber.
Next, we're pleased to welcome Peter Park from Aberdeenshire.
Oh, touch of diplomacy here.
Next, we have two of the club stalwarts, Stuart and Rona Drummond.
You go. You. Horse 2, 3, then left. God.
You tell Stuart the RSM here. Next, we have Jim Turnbull with the 450 SL in the corner.
Bashful as always.
Next, Frank and Margaret McCabe from Paisley. Margaret was the big winner of the raffle. We've been having trouble finding Ken McKenzie.
Here he's coming. He's just on site, Bob.
Right, we'll leave Ken to the end. Next we have Bob and the very beautiful Janice Clare.
Swindle. Who said that?
Next we're very pleased to welcome all the way from Lingfield in Surrey, Jeffrey Pilkington. A bit closer to home, Robert Reed with the 180D.
Yes, you do.
and his wife arrived at long last.
I bet.
Ken's got the 220S. Here.
Don't think it worked.
And last and certainly not least, Norman and Lorna Trimble and family all the way from County Down, Northern Ireland.
Well done.
Emerald Green Scar. Right, the concourse. As you know, we have to send our champion up for the main concourse. But this year we've decided to have a first, second and third because the competition's been very, very stiff indeed. And in fact there was one mark separating first and second. I'll give it in reverse order. Third with the beautiful 230 SL, Brian Beck from Manchester.
Well done, Brian.
Thank you very much.
Second, as I say, in a very, very close fought, is Robert Burrows with his 350 SL.
Well done.
That leaves us with our Doune Classic trophy, which goes this year to Tony and Jim Christie.
Very nice.
That makes help.
That's my best job.
Come round a bit.
Just when the sun goes out, Tony.
That's it.
Tony.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait till you won the big one.
You're going to come up next year.
We've got you all on film.
Gosh, I think I went my last one. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't realise you were there.
That's all right. You're not in the way. That's it. Thank you. That's all right. Autographs at half 3.
Oh, it's lovely. Obviously, wave. I spoke to your mum for the sake the food was all there. I didn't even bring some of the meals.
I'll get it in the blue carrier.
I mean, to have everybody going up the queue and after what, that's not better to keep everybody together. Just change his name, John. You can bring the trophy.
What are we doing about that?
to land +2.
Led by their own traffic. You never could afford to
Riley RM just now coming round and out through the top exit. John Simpson, CR 3000.
Yeah.
Your mother would have given us a Ryan the RM, the best one of the whole show. Was our next door neighbour was a bit of a show off and handler.
Triumph flag.
Innocence, isn't it? There's your
And
picture.
very pretty, petite looking
That's nice.
CT.
Oh, it's
There's
lovely.
one of these for sale on Elgin. I'll show you.
The very unusual Mercedes-Benz.
I've changed my mind now actually about this car. I quite like that one. So if you think about that one next time. This is my favourite coming out.
It's nice.
And sorry about the brake there, we've now got the Aston Martin DB6 coming out.
Don't just.
And that's in turn being followed by the Austin Healy. And we've got a call for the TR register. Can we have the old Codgers team, please? Prepare yourselves for the Gymkhana.
Hey. Oh, God.
While Rotanner with his very nice mark on.
Well, we'll go forward.
Brings it out of the arena to be followed by the Morris band. Most unusual exhibit, I think. If we had a competition for the most unusual exhibit, it would probably go to the old Morris band. Being followed there by the Clan Crusader, Alpha Hogan, and bringing up the rear, the Jensen team. Well, the rest of the big forms are all in, and the counting goes on in the caravan. We have a very interesting situation at the moment for the club stand award. The last I heard, there were 3 stands running absolutely neck and neck for that particular prize. Remember, that's £50 or so to the best club stand. And the cars, the concourse cars, now lining up at the top of the field, just overlooking the arena. Remember, we shall be bringing them back in on completion of the Gymkhana. By Thoroughbred Classic Cars, the well-known specialist magazine. They've put up the trophy for the champion of the Doune Classic Weekend 1986. Talking about that, the Doune Motor Museum, then the plaques are available at the control caravan, just by the side of the arena.
The way you get these orange go and get them.
Right. Well, it's time now to bring on the contestants for the runoff in the Gymkhana competition. And we'll just wait a minute. I see a little bit of marching going on there in the middle of the arena.
So che non è di grafica che credo che sei di
Get behind your own team, ladies and gentlemen. Give them some support. And the first car away is, in fact, Tony Flint, with his wife as passenger. She has only 2 weeks to go before the birth of their first child. And he's first in the garage. I wonder if he's on the way to the hospital at the end of this. Right, the TBR's out of the garage, and they're both neck and neck. In fact, now Chris Harrison going into a very short lead as he gets the better of reversing into the garage. The first ball into the bucket now, and they're both neck and neck. Next down the course for TBR, the Vixen, And on the other side, a 944 is going to be first into his garage if he doesn't understeer off, which he does. So the Vixen now with a lead, but with a bit of difficulty with reverse. Into his reversing garage, and I would say now he's got a couple of seconds on the Porsche, maybe. And his ball in the bucket. Now, as the Porsche comes out of his garage to put his ball in the bucket. 350i now coming down to the course, leading the PBR competition. And we seem to have got a problem there because the Porsche guy forgot to get the ball into the bucket. The 911 Turbo is away for Porsche, while the 350i completes his run. The ball goes in, and it looks like they've got 15 seconds on Porsche. PVR for third place. Chris Housen coming up the far side of the course in his 3000 Oaks, doing extremely well, as the ball goes on. Ushering the Turbo out of the way, he's holding him up. Chris nicely into the garage, and Tony Flint races down this side with his 928F, doing a superb job. Wife hanging on for grim death. I hope she makes it through the composition, Tony. Back into the garage, still a little behind as the Vixen goes up the far side for the TVR Club, which to have at the moment a comfortable lead. In for Porsche goes the ball, and the next 944 off down the course, he's going to give it some stick. As you see, a little bit of oversteer there. Rather understeer as he goes through the pylon. Meanwhile, the Vixen coming out to TVR, and the ball is going in the bucket as the 350i on the far side should just about complete their running. Meanwhile, we've got a 944 that's finding it difficult with the gearbox. The ball goes in the bucket for him, and the Turbo is away down this side through the pylon. Bowler hat and all by the look of it, a little bit of understeer, but nicely into the garage zone. As the 350i comes out of his garage and the ball goes in the bucket, and Chris Housen, run Chris, for third place for the TVR Car Club. First gear there, there's a front eye flight just following through, and the final Healy rep, a very nice 3000.
Will you have a kiss? No?
Right, so we're almost poised for the grand final then. Remember, I'll just reiterate that the first car away is the position on the start line. For a more time start, the engine must be stopped, the door must be closed, and the co-driver, of course, must have his key on his hand off the ignition key. Or start the button, whatever. Now, as they go through the cones, there are points deducted, or seconds added to their time, for every cone that is touched. 5 seconds per cone. So it's not just a case of speed, there's got to be a little bit of subtlety about it. It's a combination of handling and speed, accuracy. So we have the two lead drivers now, met, shaken hands in the centre circle, I think. Not a lot of love lost here either between the Healy and the TR register. Chris McKinnon, a fine sprinter in spite of his age, so we would expect him to make a good time back to his car. Just making sure that those engines are off. And away we go then. Get behind your own team and give them a big cheering support. Away they go, and Cliff just a slight lead maybe. Gets to his car first. The Healy 3000. Will it start? Probably not. And he's away, in fact. The Healy's got the lead. Come on then, Cliff. Let's have some action. Through the curve. Very nice. but the Healy just with a slight edge into the first garage. Originally first out, Cliff picked up a bit of time there into reverse first, did very well. Still though, Healy was just the edge. And it's going to be just the TR Register first into the bucket. As the TR2 now comes down the field, running second for the Register. The Todite right on the other side, a close second into the garage. Time to be saved, just doing this particular reversing into the garage. The TR there lost a lot of time in that garage. The Healy boys now in the lead by probably about 2 seconds. The 3000 up the far side of the field, the TR6 down this side. The Healy 3000 understeering into the first garage, in and out without any problem. And if the 6 can get a move on, they just found themselves in that because the Healy's having a problem with the garage. And the TR now are just first, and the Register should just get the ball in first, not quite. And away they go for the third car. 3000 typical on the far side, doing exceptionally well now, first into the garage. And I think if he can get back together, he's going to be maybe just up by about a second. The Register here doing extremely well, but there's a fight back by the Healy Club. And their ball goes in both together, nothing to split them. As the full line now comes down through the cone, with the TR2 on the opposite side, nicely into the garage for a full line. All wheels left, both halves together, there's absolutely nothing to choose between the two. And the product hit a cone going into the garage. What a pity. The TR Register now obviously ahead, assuming they've got no penalties. And the product desperately trying to pick up time. Ball goes in, and away goes the 3000. Meanwhile, the TR6 up into his garage with a nice, comfortable cushion. They're doing well. The 3000 proving to be a bit tail happy. As he attempts to get in the garage, he drops a few more seconds. It looks like the TR Register have got this one in the bag, barring accidents. The ball goes in, and Cliff permanently works. I suspect he may have to run very shortly. And the Healy Russ comes up to the centre. Now by the MG driver, and Cliff is the first away with his TR3A. Nicely through the cones. The MGB Register on the other side doing extremely well. Cliff bursts into the garage, and closely followed by the B, which is now making up some ground. The Register, the old codgers, nicely into the reversing garage, and they're going to be first with the ball in the basket. 2 seconds down then, the MG Car Club still doing well, still in there with a chance, and in fact, in Hallahan with his B, fighting very hard, and pulling back a few seconds there on the TR2. Both now neck and neck as they go into the garage. If you keep it clean in, you'll be fine. And he's taking the ball on, so around 5 seconds down for the MG boys. Also, I understand that the TR Register just incurred a 5-second penalty. Never mind, theirs was first ball into the basket as the TR6 goes into his garage. Not much to choose between the two. The white MGB now coming out nicely and reversing straight into his garage with no problem at all. The first ball into the basket will be the Register, followed by the MG boys, 2 seconds down. The Register now for the MG bonus club, working very hard, trying to get their seconds back. This is a grudge match. Chris McKinnon into his garage, no problem, and out again very neatly. Probably just about 1 second ahead for the old Codgers. The old Codgers ball now in the basket. They're about 3 seconds up now on the MG. And away goes Ian Hallahan again. Very nicely through the cones, very well controlled, and understeered into the garage for another 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the TR2 leisurely all in the basket. And their TR6 now away with a nice cushion as Ian drops the ball in the basket. Away goes the white GT he, determined to catch up. But I think he's fighting a losing battle nicely into the garage there. No. Meanwhile, the CR6 just ahead there, and his ball into the basket. Now and Cliff sprints for the centre circle. And again, the old codgers have got it. Spares and bits and pieces for. The engine, you'll recall, developed by Lotus and was later fitted to the Elite and the Class series of cars, and of course the Esprit. And next in is the Morgan, belonging to Alan McMaster, 1975, for her, a four-seater. It's been restored by Alan himself, and I think you'll agree is a beautiful vehicle. This to be followed by the Alpha Fruit. Now that, I would not have said, would have become a classic car of the future, but here we are. We've got a number of Alpha Fruits on the Alpha stand this year, and that a tremendous credit to its owner. You'll remember that it's already won a national conquerors competition, beating some very stiff competition. And Clan Crusader, Hillman Empowered, all monocoque glass fiber construction. That means there's no chassis on it. It's all glass fiber, the engine mounted on a subframe, as is the front suspension. And they're now being remanufactured and becoming increasingly popular. The Morris Commercial Minibus. Nice to see you, sir. What a lovely vehicle that is. Takes us back a few years, at least some of us. I think the GPO used to use them, and the Breadman used to use them, the Fishman. Anyway, here we have one here. Beautifully restored example, and something quite different. No Hammers Markov. Now you remember the thing about this car is that it's got a wooden chassis. It was made from plywood chassis. Obviously sealed against the elements. It was marine ply. They went on later to use a space frame type chassis. But anyway, that's Les's example. And now the very nice Austin Healy Sprite Mark II, beautifully turned out, and it was a successor to the Frog Eye. Some would say not as pretty, but nevertheless, it is a true Austin Healy, and it was from that that the midget was derived. Coming in now, the GB6, and one really doesn't need to say too much about this, it speaks for itself. A beautiful car, beautifully presented, and very desirable. Line Scimitar, SE5A, and that one particularly pleasing example of the mark. Again, now becoming quite collectible. All fiberglass on a steel backbone chassis, powered by the Ford 3-litre V6 engine, and gearbox. They were available either as an automatic or manual gearbox with overdrive. A very sporting classic car and very practical for the family. Coming in now, just poking his nose in, the Mercedes-Benz of the 170 SV. Quite a unique vehicle, and as I watch that go by, as I said before, if you saw the rest of the Mercedes-Benz stand and the quality of their display, you'll know that that car must be exceptional to be representing them here in the arena this afternoon. So the Mercedes-Benz 170 SV just taking place in the lineup now. You must have a very, very good chance for the final time. What we're going to do is take 5 final five, the best five of this group will come forward as the final presentation. The GT6. What a lovely example this is. Totally original, we're told, and we have no reason to disbelieve that. Beautiful car, very well presented, quite neat, very attractive, and again quite practical.
Very good.
Coming in now the Triumph Spag. Coming in now the Triumph Spag. Again, becoming increasingly popular as a collection car. In its heyday, not that popular, didn't sell in vast numbers, and had some inherent weaknesses. But here it is now, becoming, as I say, very popular. They have a very active owners club, and many of their cars beautifully restored and presented. Again, a very practical everyday car. Now this thing, John Simpson CBR 3000 Turbo. I'm an avid CBR enthusiast, I'm afraid, and this has to be the ultimate CBR. Only 13 of these ever produced. It's again fitted with the Ford V6 3-litre engine, but it's been turbocharged by Broadspeed for the factory, and this one quite a unique one. Well looked after and beautifully presented. The Riley RM. What a lovely car, and the last true Riley, they will say, that was produced before they became the subject of badge engineering. Although there are those who might remind me that the Pathfinder, of course, was, well, that was in the transitional phase. But the Riley RS here beautifully turned out, and a great credit to both its owner and the club. The Lotus Elan Plus 2 is coming onto the field. I'm quite surprised that the Plus 2 has done so well today. It has some very stiff competition from Baby Elan, but this one, the 2 Plus 2, beautifully turned out, and again, a great credit to the club and to its owner. It's been restored by its owner, and we're very pleased to see it here today at the Doune Classic weekend. The MGB Roadster, very bumper model, very, very nice, and very well presented. I seem to remember from the original blurb that this has some phenomenal mileage on it, and it claims to be original. A beautiful car, and again becoming very highly prized amongst MG aficionados. Just now taking its position in the lineup. That's George Pratt for Roadster. 191,000 miles on that clock, according to him, and he says it's original. Okay, just coming into the field now, the Morris 1000 two-door saloon, complete with trafficators. You probably haven't seen that. Maybe you'll demonstrate the trafficators to us if you can hear us. They're the forerunners of the indicators. Anyway, this one, a beautiful Morris 1000, and I remind you again that the Morris Minor Owners Club has supported this event from the very outset, and have always had a car in the final five. In fact, they've won the competition once and the second one. The Porsche, well again, what can one say? A beautiful Carrera. Again, the competition on his stand, very, very stiff, with some beautiful cars, and to find himself here today as the winner of his own club concours, he must have great prospects for the overall prize. And finally, the very nice GR6. One of the last of the true hairy-chested British sports cars. Very nice again, their value increasing, and they're becoming much sought after. They make quite a reasonable rebuild prospect for a first-time restorer. Not easy, but nevertheless well within the capabilities of most. And the TR now completing the lineup of our concours cars. So, ladies and gentlemen, just while we deliberate, if you'd like to take a last... And could we have next the Triumph Stag of the Stag Owners Club? The Mercedes-Benz. Right, we've got 3 down, 2 to go. We've got 2 remaining, and the next gentleman to be put out of his misery is the owner of the Aston Martin DB6. And finally, the final one for the 5 forward, the Morgan of Right, well, I hope we have all the club reps here, and we'll be announcing a number of winners and awarding a number of prizes. First of all, we are very privileged to have with us this afternoon the Countess of Moray, who has kindly agreed to present the prizes to the winners of the various competitions that we've held this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Countess of Moray. Okay, as you probably know, there was a draw, which was for a bottle of whiskey, and that was from the entry ticket. And, I beg your pardon. Alright, I don't actually have the winner of that particular prize to hand, but we'll come on to that one very shortly. Meanwhile, we will next take the winner of the Best Front Stand Award, which this year goes by a very short head of a margin of 1 point to the Morris Minor Owners Club. Can we have the rep for the Morris Minor Owners Club then, please? And here he is, Mr. Smith of the Morris Minor Owners Club. Right, and the Morris Minor Owners Club, of course, collects a cheque for £50. Now don't go away, sir, because by a strange quirk of coincidence, you too have won nothing. I beg your pardon. I do beg your pardon. Okay, the winner of the bottle of whiskey then, the winner of the whiskey is Mr. J. Smith. Do we have a Mr. J. Smith? No, there's not millions of J. Smith. Mr. Gregor J. Smith, do we have him here? Okay, not to worry. Right, next we'll move on to the Gymkhana competition then. And as we all know, after a very stirring competition, very keenly fought competition in third place, for which there is no surprise, but for the third place it was the TVR second team, where third, so a round of applause for the TVR club. Second were the Aston Healy Club, and the winners, ladies and gentlemen, by, in the end of the day, a fair margin, the TR register, all Doune. Right, and as the unconscious leave, a big round of applause, please, for the winners of a fantastic competition. Right, we'll wait for Cliff to rush back to the presentation ceremony. Well done, Cliff. And now the distance award, which this year goes to Tony and Jean Christie, who have come 576 miles from Bognor Regis. Tony and Jean. Which brings me nicely then to the highlight of the whole presentation, and that is to announce the winners of the event concourse. This year, being supported by Thoroughbred and Classic Cars, who have kindly donated the first prize. That's a magnificent cup. And in the normal reverse order, in third place, we have the Aston Martin DB6. And I think you'll agree, a worthy winner, or taker of the third place, surely it must have been a very tight competition. A really beautiful car. This car, of course, owned by Alan Johnson, who now accepts his prize from the Countess of Moray. Right, a big round of applause then for Alan Johnson. Thank you, Alan. In second place, then, ladies and gentlemen, the Triumph Stag of Ian Marshall. So as Ian brings his car around now to accept his cap from the Countess of Moray. Big round of applause again. A beautiful car, beautifully perfected, and a most well-deserved award. And another round of applause as in just takes this car away there. And leaves the space in front of the presentation area for this year's winner of the Doune Classic Weekend Overall Concours, the winner, the Mercedes-Benz. That's the Mercedes-Benz 170 FC of Doune and Tony Brisbane. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Tony as he collects his trophy. Beautiful car, beautifully turned out on the day, and a thoroughly deserved winner.
Oh, I suppose so. Yeah, that's right.
Tony, many congratulations, and a beautiful car.